Our new university president, Guy Bailey, is here for a couple of words of institutional welcome. He's new to us, but some of you, Professor Alvarez and others, may recall him because he was the provost at UT San Antonio a while back, and then came to us here from the University of Missouri, Kansas City. He is originally, before he went over to the administrative side, say dark side, originally over in an English department, someone who actually does know a bit about the history of English literature, and we very much appreciate his coming by to say a few words to us today.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here, and I want to welcome all of you to Texas Tech University on behalf of the entire institution. As Professor House said, this is a conference that I'd actually like to see part of, because at one time in my life I taught Beowulf and Old English. I still teach history of the English language, but you give up something when you go into administration.
We're talking about beer and water at least, and possibly also know about beer and St. Clair of Assisi.
Let me begin by citing the standard explanation, found at least in much of the English language scholarship of the last 30 years or so, as to why beer was the standard table drink of choice and basic element of the diet in medieval
In that same sort of space, both religiously and sociologically, Claire's life was a microcosm of what was happening in this part of the world, or maybe what was about
in England, what happened there, and maybe the mixes. I don't know if this is.
Well, I think one thing they accepted was alcoholic beverages, right?
A far more valuable resource in a lot of ways. This is the second CD-ROM that's been produced by Christianity and Culture, a group that is based at St. John's University in New York in England, but several members of TEMA, including Tom Hanks, Bruce Brazington, are members of the board of Christianity and Culture, which sponsors sessions at Kalamazoo, and so I'm trying to, this is a pilgrimage session.
And so anyways, I'm going to say, since we're totally informal here, if as I'm talking and you have any questions, just ask me as we go, okay? But this, I teach on the Blackboard platform. That's what ASU has. And this is pretty much what a standard class would look like if you requested a Blackboard.
Well, I did write it, so he
I got that there until finally I just...
Well, here we go.
Here we go, yeah.
Ed is doing his stuff.
Photograph.
When all you can say is, sometimes it's pretty good.
I answered you very poorly.
Oh, they're supposed to.
This aspect of the Carolingian and the scholarly perceptions of the Carolingians that he'll be talking to us about today in his presentation on Charlemagne. Tom.
Thank you very much, John. It's very kind. It is a great pleasure to come back to where I started. I was here from 1976 to 1980. And it really seems to have looked quite a bit different then. Well, if the combination of a robust lunch and this talk makes you sleepy, I'll just ask that you don't flop over on your neighbor and don't snore. Profound and pervasive historical reflections filled the central years of Charlemagne's reign. Buildings and manuscript illuminations spoke in classical voices. Ancient texts were collected, copied, studied. Roman canon law, the Rule of St. Benedict, and the Gregorian Sacramentary were fetched from Italy and applied in Francia. Theodulf's Majesty.
In the first reading of William Langland's Piers Plowman B., many readers have been struck by the sheer number of times the narrator falls asleep, obviously including myself. Indeed, Piers consists of not just one allegorical dream vision, but
And so we're very happy to have Jane Chance with us tonight. And we also feel very honored because to get here, she has survived Hurricane Ike and has still made it here, despite the fact that she's been living without electricity and other amenities for quite a while. So, yeah. So, thank you.
She makes it sound a lot worse than it was. I was in Japan when hurricane.
Yeah.
Special